Hey YouTube, I got 5 things that's going to get a beginner set up in the cycle frontier. If you follow these 5 steps, you should find the game a little bit easier in the beginning. If you stick around, I do have one little bonus in there. It's a sixth one that you might want to stay for. I find it very handy. Check out the video. To your quarters here, into your upgrades, going into your generators, and right here is going to be your aurorum. And what this is going to do, it's going to give you a payout of aurorum per hour. The more you increase it, the more you're going to earn at a higher rate. So like mine right now, you know, I have some uncommon data drives. Looks like I need some copper wires, and I got enough Osiris scripts to upgrade it. What you're going to want to do is upgrade this. This is going to give you more payout. And aurorum is it's very handy in this game. I think it's definitely overlooked. Your next step is going to be upgrading the aurorum generator cap. And what this is going to do is it sets a cap of how much you can collect. It's going to set a cap on how much you can collect on the income generator for your aurorum. And to collect that aurorum, it's just going to be over here in the income generator. And you have a cap. So like I can get 22 and I get aurorum per hour is 0.54. So always be looking for the materials to upgrade your aurorum generator. So your aurorum generator rate, and look to do your cap. Those are 2 things that I would say definitely be looking at upgrading sooner rather than later. All right, hey, if you guys are liking the tips so far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button so you can keep up on future updates on the game. Also, if you have any comments on stuff you're looking to be explained in the game, go ahead and drop that comment and I'll help you out with that. But that being said, number 2, I'm actually going to recommend the second thing you should be worrying about, and that's your inventory management and your safe pocket, right? So this is going to be what you can hold in your safe pocket while you're dropped in. These are things that if you have in here, you will get them back if you die. As you can see, I've upgraded mine once, and I'm currently out looking for nutrition bars to upgrade it again. So this is going to give me 2 extra slots here to carry back safe items. And what that's going to be able to do is if I'm looking for things, like if I'm looking for these nutrition bars, I can put them in my safe pocket. This is very, very handy in the beginning of the game when you're dying a lot, you're learning the map, people are just not being friendly. You're just out there, you know, looking for the nutrition bar. You can slap those in your safe pocket, and even if you die, you're coming out with that. So that leads me to point number 3 on things that you should be doing early in game. So that leads me to this point here between gear salvage and standard insurance. What gear salvage is going to do is by placing your items into this first area, you're going to be able to go in and potentially get those items back if you die, or if you die, if you fail to evac, this will be marked for salvage, and then if you do not get it returned, you will either get this back in your quarters, the items you put in here, like this gun, or you'll be compensated with K marks, which is a higher K mark pay if somebody steals your loot. Next is going to be your standard insurance. So you place items in here, you're going to get K marks back, but it's not as high of a rate of K marks. So if you put this helmet in here, there's a max payout of 850 K marks. It does cost K marks to insure this, so I will be spending 340 K marks to a potential max payout of 850 K marks if I were to die and leave this behind. It's a fraction of the cost of the item you can receive back if you don't make it out with your gear. So that would be point number 3 of why I recommend doing these early in game and understanding what these do for you. All right, with that being said, that leads me to point number 4 here, and that's going to be making sure you are constantly checking your gear. And by that, this is what I mean. What I mean by checking on your gear is heading over to the gear printer, and up here there's a button that says repair. Currently I don't have anything to repair, but in here would list your armor, your helmets, anything that take damage while you're in game, and you're going to be able to repair them here for either aurorum or K marks. You're going to lose some battles if you're out there, if your helmet or your body armor is breaking. So before heading in, I would definitely recommend checking your gear to make sure the durability is at 100%. So my last point here is if you're struggling to get out of the map and evac, what I would recommend doing is either a knife run, a pistol run, an SMG run, or a bulldog run. And what that's going to do is they're lower tier items that don't cost as much. What I rarely recommend is maybe SMG or pistol run. with some white gear, like a white shield, white helmet, maybe the small backpack. And what that's going to allow you to do is you're going to play a little bit slower when you're in the match, because you know you're outgunned compared to PvP. But also what that's going to do is if you die, you're not losing much, right? And that's also where the safe pocket comes into advantage too, because you can be putting those high ticket items you need to upgrade, or to craft, anything like that. What I recommend is definitely putting stuff in your safe pocket. And then I actually have a bonus point today, point number 6, right? I told you 5, but there's a bonus in here, and this is something that I've done a lot that allows me not to waste backpack space if I don't have the room. And what that is if you're in a PvP situation, you find that you won, loot their guns first. And what you want to do is look at their attachments. If you have a manticore, they have a manticore, look at the manticore, see if their attachments are better. If they have a blue suppressor or blue or green and all your attachments are white, take your attachments off, throw them, put their attachments on your gun. You're coming out with better attachments and you're going to come out with a better gun. And then if you have room in your backpack, what I would recommend is picking those attachments up. If you were on a run to get certain materials, obviously keep those materials for upgrading and crafting first. But if you have that extra space, go ahead and grab your attachments and try to bring those out as well. All right, that's my 6 tips. Remember, if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment if there's any other tips you'd like to see. I'll make another video on that. Until next time, check out one of my other videos.